Guys, how's everyone doing today? So today I want to do kind of a first impressions, and I'm going to be doing it on the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, right here, and the Vanish Stick Foundation, the Hourglass Vanish Stick. This is just a trial size, so I want to try it out for this video. And if I like it, I'll, purchase the full one, but that's in the shade Nude. And I think that's all I have for first impressions. But to get started, I'm going to start with my Smashbox So Chill Coconut Primer Water, which I love. It smells amazing and it moisturizes your face, so I use it as like a first step. It takes a second to dry and it does soak your face, but it's definitely worth using. I mean, I see less creasing in my foundation and everything if I use that before a primer. Just give it a second to dry. Now I'm going to use the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and it comes with a little dispenser, and it tells you how much to really use. It's kind of a marker. I mean, everybody's face is different, so obviously everybody uses a different amount. But you can see on here, there's like a little line right there. It's kind of like a reference line. So I'm just going to put it on my face, and I'll blend it in a second. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be pore filling or if it's basically just to make your makeup go on easier. I guess I'll find out. And I'll make sure to update my description box to explain, if it actually held up better and how the foundation held up and all that stuff. Alright, now that that's all in, I'm going to use the little mini foundation stick. Just crease it. So I don't know how much exactly to use. I mean, it's a sample, so sorry my phone's dying and you're going to hear it a few times. I do film on my phone. I don't have expensive camera equipment or anything. It's not. I'm just on the money for it right now. So I'm just going to blend that in. So yeah, it's definitely buildable. Looks nice. It's a little light. I'll have to go for a darker color than Nude. Alright, so next I'm going to be using, I got a new NYX concealer. I know I had it out here. Alright, I'm using a NYX concealer. I got this in color CW02. It doesn't really have it's just fair. It's a little light, but it does the job, and it's very thin, and I find it doesn't crease as much being that it's thin. I'm just put a little bit here because I have a lot of darkness right there. Ooh, it might be a little bit too light. If I have to darken it up, I can. Enough. Blend that in. Sorry if I'm going a little fast. I'm trying to make this video a little quicker. My last video was like 35 minutes and that's insane. So I do like this concealer. I've only used it maybe once or twice, but it is very nice. Like I said, very thin, and it's brightening, but it's not too much to where you have to cover it. Probably be easier for setting also. Alright, now that's done, I'm going to use, I have a trial size too of the Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to use it with my brush. And I've only used this a few times also. So I'm just going to set under my eyes and pretty much my whole face with it. I want to try the new, not hydrating, like luminous finish one. But I'll get it when I can. And this isn't too light to where it casts off totally white all over you, so I'm making a mess. But it does definitely help cancel out darkness in your face in certain spots, like on your eyes or if you have a blemish. Alright, now I'm finished with that. We move on to bronzer, which my favorite bronzer right now is the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. So I've been using this for a few weeks, and I mean, it works good for me. And it also helps to not make my face look so chalky when I use a lot of powders. And this is actually in the color Deep Bronze. I use it for contour, bronzer, everything. I really like it. It adds a luminosity to my skin. I kind of bring it right across here so it takes away some of the lines of the concealer. I don't know if you guys can hear my fan, but if my fan's too loud, just let me know and I'll cut that out too. I'm just trying to keep a little bit cool in here so my face don't melt off before it's finished. I also use this to contour my nose a little bit, and I don't even bother with a small brush. I mean, large brush works just the same for me. I'll use a little bit. Works just fine. Alright, now I'm done with that. For blush, I'm going to use, I actually got this from an Ipsy. It's the Lychee in Gold. It's like a rose gold blush, but not big with blushes. So I'm just going to use a little bit. Stamp it on. This also adds a luminosity to my skin too. So now I'm done with that. I'm just going to blend everything together because I feel like sometimes I can leave some harsh lines, and if I just use like a bigger fluffy brush, it just blends it together for me a little better. Alright, so before I move on to highlight and everything, I am going to do my eyes, and for my eyes today I'm going to be using the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette, along with, I have a NYX Professional Makeup Beauty School Dropout palette, which you can see it's been used 100 times over. I just pull one color out of here, and that is this like almost salmon color. That's one of my favorites for the summer, and since summer's almost over, figure I'll do a look with that. So I'm going to start with the color Access in the Jaclyn Hill palette right here, the yellow color. Let's see. I'm just going to put that in my crease. Not too dark though, because it is a very pigmented color. I'm going to kind of keep it up a little bit higher also. I kind of bring it up and out, so that way I can bring it out here, which lifts my eye up a little bit. Sorry, trying to block this. Not even. Okay, now I'm done with that one. I'm going to use a more pointed blending brush, the Morphe M330, which is one of my favorite for getting like directly in the crease but still be able to pull the color out. And I'm going to go into that, like I said, the reddish shade. It's like a salmon shade, almost like a pink red. It's a beautiful color. It's one of my favorites in here. I just use this one color, as opposed to doing nudes or just the basics. So I'm going to take this color and bring it lower into the crease, right here. It blends in beautifully. It's a very nice color. It's not like the crazy pigmented color at first, but you can definitely build it up. I'm going to bring that in on the end of my lid and a little bit in the beginning also. Just stamping it on. Well, I'm not bringing it on far, just like a quarter of the way in. Alright, next one. Sorry, I'm using the mirror in the palette. I'm going to bring that in with a different brush. Alright, this is just a Bliss flat blending brush. I just use it to bring color in on the outer corner of my eye. It's easier to get exact with it also. Alright, so now that that's all in there, I'm going to go back to the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Armed and Gorgeous, and I'm going to use a little Soap and Glory packing shadow brush, and I'm just going to use the color Guilt Trip on that, which is this gold right here. And I'm going to spray that with the Smashbox So Chill Coconut Water. And then I'm just going to pack that all across my lid. there's that. Let's spray the brush again. I'm going to blend the other color, the yellow, into it also again. Up here. And kind of blend it all together. There you go, see? So it's nothing crazy bright, but it's a way to add color when you don't use it that much. Sorry, look at my brushes. Here it is. I'm bringing the red color back in a little bit because I kind of took away from it with the gold. Now for inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the color VIP, which is this light shade right here. Bring that right here. And you can see it. Yeah, it's not too bright, but it's pretty bright. Alright, now for mascara, I'm going to use the Pure Color Envy Lash Multi-Effect from Estee Lauder. And again, it's another trial size. Sorry guys, I have a problem with, if I don't get too close to the mirror, I will make a mess with mascara no matter what. I've done it 100 times, and I can't stand it. Alright, so that's all done. I'm going to throw a little bit of color on my bottom lash. And we're almost finished. So I'm going back into the NYX Beauty School Dropout palette to that reddish color. And I'm going to use that on, I have this little brush, it's by Wet n Wild. It's like easy for me to stamp on color on my bottom lashes. You can see it's old and a mess, but. So I'm going to go back into that reddish salmon shade. I'm going to bring that right here in the corner. And about 3/4 the way into my eye. Maybe a little bit further. Same thing on this side. I'll bring it a little further, just right into front of my bottom lash line. Right to the tear duct area. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill, the yellow color again, Access on a pencil brush. Use that yellow color. And I'm just going to blend this out. Just to bring it down a little bit lower. Okay, so there's that. You can see it's not too much, but it adds just a little bit to it. And I'm going to use mascara on that bottom lashes. See, that's what I was talking about. I always end up hitting there if I don't get close enough to see. But I'll just wait for it to dry, scratch it with a spoolie, and then throw a little bit more translucent powder under there, and it'll fix it. Sorry, guys. Alright. So you can see I made a little bit of a mess, but I'll fix it. So for eyeliner, I'm going to use, I have a black eyeliner, just plain black from Wet n Wild. It's old. I used it 100 times. So that's what I use for eyeliner, but I forgot to sharpen it. Do that real quick. Okay. So I'm just going to put that in my waterline. Sorry, I keep looking up to make sure you can see and I'm not totally blocking you. I'm sure you saw this done 100 times though. I put on my upper lash line also, just so you can't see like where my lashes meet. Now I rarely wear fake lashes, because my eyelashes are pretty long on their own, so I won't be using them much on my channel. But when I do use them, I like Lily lashes, and I got a nice pair of Silk Monroe Baddington lashes from BoxyCharm, which is amazing, and I can't wait for that BoxyCharm box. But speaking of, my eyebrow stuff I'm going to use today is like a pomade by Chella I got from BoxyCharm also. So I'm just going to fill them in. And this stuff actually works really good. Like I prefer this over pencil anymore. And you can see I obviously have like almost no eyebrows, so it works pretty good to make them look natural. You do have to dip in a lot to get more color, because I don't like using a lot at once, so maybe it's just me. Sorry, here's my phone dying again. Alright. Now it's pretty much done. I'm just going to spoolie it. It's not the greatest, but for what I'm working with, it's pretty good. And then my other one. And there is little chunks in here if you don't watch how you use the brush. You'll see like I got a little dark spot right there. But it'll spoolie right out. And this brow isn't that bad, so it's pretty quick and easy. And it is bad still, but not as bad as the other one. It's a little dark right now, I'll fix it. You're going to see me make a ton of mistakes and fix them throughout all my videos. I'm in no way, shape, or form a makeup artist. This is just me loving makeup, sitting at home, being a bored housewife. So I guess. No. So there you go, my brows are on. Now I'm going to use a spoolie, fix them, some highlighter, setting spray, and then we're finished. So I do want to get to know anybody who watches my videos. I kind of want to be able to talk to you guys like you're just sitting right here with me. I mean, it's a little nerve-wracking talking to a camera, so, you know, maybe if we get to know each other and, you know, you can help me figure out what to put up and what kind of videos to make, like, it'd be great. I would love that. Still a little dark, but not too bad. Alright, so now that's done, I'm going to use my favorite highlight in the whole world, which is the Wet n Wild Precious Petals. I have like 5 of them. This one I've already hit pan and actually broke the case for it. And I'm going to use my favorite highlighting brush, which is by Milani. It's an all-over blending brush, but it's amazing for highlight. You can see, I mean, this highlight's amazing. Now up here. See, it's beautiful highlight. And it comes in different shades too, but I mean, this is my perfect shade when I'm tanner. And then there's a it's messed up, sorry. Blossom Glow is one for lighter color, for lighter colored skin. And for darker skin, there's Crown Precious, let me see. Golden Flower Crown, that's it. So this one's for darker colored skin. It has like a golden hue, but it's really beautiful also. And then the lighter one is Blossom Glow, and this is more of a pinky undertone, which I can actually use this now too also, just to show. See, I mean, they're absolutely stunning highlights. Just a little light for me normally. There you go. So I go a little crazy with highlight. So now that's done, I'm going to set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which I love the way it sprays. It's not as wet as it looks either. For lipstick, I'm going to use Ofra Verona, which is also from BoxyCharm. And since it's a little darker, I'm going to lighten it up with another color. So that's Ofra Verona. And then I use ColourPop Little Stitious, I think it is. I can't really tell. See if you can see it. But it's a nice little pinky color, and it lightens this one up for me. I put it right in the middle. There. In here. And it just lightens it up for me, so it's not so dark. So that was what I was doing. It's my final look. See? It's not too bad. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, but and the highlight's crazy though. That's my finished look. So if you guys want to tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe we can all get to know each other and have a happy family here. So that's the end of my video. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day.